This is a question from a mother, and she goes, I suspect that my 20-year-old son, who's still living at home, may have Asperger's. Should he get an official diagnosis, or is it better to not know so he doesn't get labeled? Now, no offense, Mom, but that question is like just really bizarre to me, because if your son doesn't know that he has Asperger's, he's still going to be affected by it. So it's not like, if you keep your head in the sand, therefore he won't have the symptoms of Asperger's. My personal bias is that it's better to know than not to know, because if you know, you can work on the areas that of challenge, we'll call it, and you can also leverage the positives that come along with Asperger's. Asperger's is by far not just a total negative. Oh, no way. In fact, a lot of adults, you don't really come to this conclusion until you become an adult, but a lot of adults with high-functioning autism, they're glad that they have it. They realize the assets involved and the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. So I would say it's a personal decision. If he doesn't know he has Asperger's, but he thinks he might, it's up to him. It's a personal decision first and foremost, but my bias, again, is absolutely get tested. There's no shame involved there. And like I say, if you have it, you're going to be affected by it, regardless of whether you have the diagnosis or not. So you may as well know. Another reason it's good to know if you have it, if you're not sure you have it, is if you have Asperger's-like traits, but you don't know you have Asperger's, you're going to fill in the blank. You're going to make sense of your behavior in a very misguided way. You're going to think of yourself as being a nerd or a geek, or I'm a disappointment, or I'm not as smart as other people, or somehow I just can't get along. So you're going to fill in the blank with a lot of negatives. But if you discover, I got Asperger's, then you go, well, now there's a name for this, and I'm not the only one on the planet that has this. And so it normalizes it, and it makes it much easier to live with. So should he get an official diagnosis? I would recommend, definitely go get that. You would want to see a psychologist or a neuropsychologist. Child and adolescent psychiatrist would do it for you. So anyway, there you go.